think about this?
You are now tuned in to LightSaber Radio. If you only knew the power of Bodice.
Here it comes. Let's go.
You are now tuned in to LightSaber Radio. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello there.
We're here, we're back, and welcome to LightSaber Radio, your weekly hive of scum and villainy for anything and everything Star Wars. And for the first time ever, LightSaber Radio is live. Hello Twitch, hello YouTube and Facebook. I'm your host Charlie, and how is the crew doing this week?
I'm hot as shit.
I'm good. I feel wiser. and
I feel terrible because I am at work and I'm not dressed up whatsoever. Everybody else is dressed up.
I should probably explain to everyone. We are having a cosplay themed episode this week since this is our first live episode. Everybody can see us. I am Ray. This is sort of my character, my costume. Very, very proud of myself. Who is everyone else dressed up as? Except CJ, because CJ didn't get the memo.
I got the memo.
He's Han Solo working on the Millennium Falcon. Like he's in the Millennium Falcon.
He's the mechanic.
Gear.
He is
that's
the mechanic
outfit. We're gonna trademark that.
He's like Han Solo's favorite mechanic that he goes to. Just
So I am dressed up in Darth Sway. Darth Sway is a character that I created for cosplay for TikTok, Instagram, and for the other podcast.
and I am all of your daddies.
Mm-hmm.
I'm George. Well, I guess not Sway, but I'm George Lucas.
All hail our overlord, George Lucas.
The God King.
It's all for you, George. It's all for you.
The Emperor of Star Wars.
Anything I write comes into existence with approval of the Great Mouse.
With the approval of Disney now.
Approval of the Great Mouse.
So, goodness me, how much do you guys know about cosplay? Is this something that's like completely new to you, unknown? Have you dipped your toes?
I didn't know nothing about cosplay. I just thought you put on a costume and took some pictures and went to Star Wars Comic-Con and
Oh,
shit.
no.
I didn't know that there was a culture behind this. Like, there's like a whole... People will get mad at you if you say the wrong thing. Like, what? I was complimenting you. How am I getting yelled at? You said my costume wasn't perfect. Like, I don't know what perfection on a costume is. It's a costume.
My extent of cosplay is every year around October 31st. That's about it.
CJ?
I go to plenty of Comic-Con, WizardCon, so I do like to cosplay quite a bit. Preferably Han Solo.
Except for today.
Except for right now. Yeah, that's what you sound like. Pick it on me.
I can't help it. This mask is hot.
The mask.
Like talking through a brick wall.
So,
but no, that's just...
Hey, I think I'd rather be in the mask. Right now, I feel like I'm talking up Chewbacca's butthole.
guys, we are less than 5 minutes into our first live episode. This is too much.
Yeah, but no, that's why I cosplay. Is for the Comic-Cons and stuff.
Absolutely.
And I think it just makes children's day. I think that's what my favorite thing is when they see their favorite character, they like run up to you and like hug you, and it's like, I'm not really him, but that's really sweet, and I'll take a photo with you. It just catches me off guard. I had a little girl run up to me in a Rey outfit, actually, and it was like, Captain Solo! And I was like, kid. Just not sure. But it's great, and I think just making people smile in general is the best thing.
CJ's a spitting image of Han Solo.
He is the spitting image. I'm actually relatively new to cosplay. I've only been cosplaying for about 2 years now, give or take. I attended a Comic-Con. My darling boyfriend, who's also appeared in the chat, shout out to Nick Bakewell, he said that I look like Daisy Ridley. And I didn't believe him. I didn't. I genuinely didn't. And I borrowed a friend's low quality Halloween costume and her son's plastic lightsaber. And I marched myself to Comic-Con, and I have never had so much attention in my life. There were people coming up to me wanting pictures, shouting Ray at me from across the convention hall. Somebody thought I was Daisy Ridley.
Oh, that's crazy. Well, you do
Thank you,
kinda look like
Mr.
Daisy Ridley.
Rural Farm Boy, for your compliment. I appreciate it. And now it's basically taken over my whole life. I have about 4 boxes of materials and bits of costumes. Every time I watch a new movie, I go, oh, I could cosplay that. I could make that. I could cosplay that.
So
But
Well, your Instagram is awesome too.
oh, thank you. Thank you. Yes, quick shout out for myself. You can find me on Instagram at Running Back to Jakku. I am so close to 2K followers. So close.
Oh, we'll get you there quick.
But yeah, cosplay is a portmanteau where you mash 2 words together of costume and play. And it dates, there's been cosplay for as long as there's been TV and film, I could imagine. It was massively popularized by the Star Trek fandom when that
Yeah.
TV series was on. Obviously, Star Trek conventions were some of the first, and it's spread. And now people cosplay anything and everything, especially Star Wars. Now, what I want to know, if money was no object, you had infinite money, who would you cosplay from the Star Wars universe? Doesn't matter about skill level, doesn't matter who. Who would you pick? Go.
Okay.
Okay.
Before we get to this, I got to say something. Okay, nobody has ever seen my face on Instagram or on TikTok or anything. I've never took my mask off for everything, and I'm gonna do it today on the show because it's hot. I gotta get out of this.
are you ready, guys? This is historic.
Done. Dun,
I have
dun,
to.
dun, dun,
Oh
dun,
my
dun.
God. Look how much I'm sweating. Look at that. Look at that. That's terrible.
Hubba,
Ladies and
hubba.
gentlemen, the man himself, Darth Sway. Woo!
Okay, that's better. I can breathe. All right, so if I could pick somebody to be out of anybody,
Yep. Whole costume, whole lightsabers,
breathing.
blasters,
It could be millions of dollars.
millions
it doesn't
of
matter.
dollars. Exactly. See, CJ gets me.
shit, I don't know. That's hard.
I love how
There's so
Kyle's
many
still
good
breathing
characters
heavy.
that you could be if there was money was no option where you could really make it that you could really make it like anything that you wanted, like where you could make it that realistic. I'd be the Death Star. And I would actually have a laser I could shoot out at people and like
You would
blow 'em
be
up.
You would be a Death Star.
I would be a Death Star, a giant Death Star.
Really?
They
Just a big
actually had
ball.
wheels and stuff that would move like it would roll like BB-8, but it would roll stuff up. That would be dope. That's what I would be.
Bye bye, Alderaan. Boom. I can see it too.
That is not the answer I was expecting, but it's absolutely the answer that I wanted. Thank you so much. Garrison, since you are dressed up as our Lord and Savior, great George Lucas, who would you
Yes.
be?
Bless you, my children. I would honestly, while I was looking up George Lucas, because I wanted to like try to model after him, right? So I looked up pictures. I found a super sick cosplay of him. It was him in a it was George Lucas in a sexy Leia outfit. So I think I'd go with that one. Honestly, it had me questioning things a little bit. So I think I'd go after that.
You know, there is nothing wrong with a bit of sexy George Lucas.
Yeah, it was quite something. Or dude, just Luke Skywalker or Anakin. Like
Ooh.
they're my favorite.
CJ? I know you've got some experience with cosplay anyway. Are there any characters
Yeah.
that you'd love to just sink the money into and just do it to them? Just
Just a lot of money, just
Mhm,
astronomical amounts.
mhm.
I would have literally so much to do with the clone trooper outfits. Rexing around was a huge Rexing around. It was a huge influence on me with the commander. Damn it! Right over my head, Captain Rex. Right over my head.
Nick Blakewell just said there's a lot wrong with sexy George Lucas.
Thank you.
I
didn't wanna
disagree.
say it, but it is a grown old ass man in a bikini. That's not okay.
Perfection.
And I'm gonna start
Perfection.
posting some of the
Growing up.
of the chats on the thing, so it'll pop
Yeah.
up on the screen, guys.
Nice.
Well, Rural Farm Boy, he says, I'm a former 501st, spent 5 years in Garrison Corrida as a stormtrooper, a biker scout, and a few more.
nice.
So if you got pictures of that, send them in. We'd love to see it.
Yeah, we'd love to see. Yeah, one of the really big aspects of cosplay is, which is obviously like I think a huge testament to these costume builders, is the 501st are a costuming group, a very prolific, very brilliantly talented costuming group that are specifically associated with Lucasfilms. They attend premieres. There have been 501st members part of the films, and it requires dedication and finesse and a real attention to detail. Like, I love this costume. I've made this Rey costume from scratch with a few little bits of help from a few people. But I could never commit to that level of detail. It's incredible. Like, even looking at Kyle's costume,
Well,
I'm
my
just sat
thing
here with a
was,
bit of cloth.
when I first started, when I did my first costume, I had a different mask and stuff. I bought like some cheap mask from Walmart, and then I painted it and did some other stuff. And I was like, all right. And I kept trying to get like certain things right. I was trying to get my shoulders bigger, and I'm supposed to be a Sith Lord. I'm looking like this skinny, scrawny guy. That's all like I'm like taking videos. I look like crap. Like I can't put this.
You looking
on.
like
This is
old
gonna
man
look terrible.
Palpatine.
Me
So,
too.
I was trying to come up with a different thing. So one of my cousins, he had just wrecked his bike, and he had the body armor for his motorcycle, and he was like, so he wasn't gonna keep his motorcycle. He was selling it. And I was like, what are you doing with that? And he was like, I don't know. You can have it. So I took it. We just lost CJ. He'll be back.
Bye.
But so he gave me this, and then I did, I painted it and did some different stuff to it, and then I bought a cloak for like $20. And then I just kept doing different things and just adding to it after a while, and just, that's all you can really do. You can just add to it and just make it better. Now my costume, like I've got a lot of compliments on my costume, but through Instagram and stuff like that, but nothing compared to what some of these people out here are doing. Some of these people are doing just awesome stuff. Like there was a video that I seen the other day. It's Mandalore walking on the big round thing. I can't remember what they're called. The round looking. What are them called? In the Mandalorian, he's walking around on that thing with the other little dude. I don't remember what they're called. The animal.
What?
The blurg?
Like the farm animal thing.
The blurg?
Is it a blur? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the blurg.
I was so
My brain
confused.
went
I
blank.
was so confused. The round thing. I'm like, he's not walking on the damn Death Star, Kyle.
But I was
Were we
like,
still
dude,
talking about Star Wars?
But I was like, dude, that's crazy. The level of detail, like the mouth was moving and everything, like the level of detail this guy put in it. Actually, I think I got a video on it somewhere. I have to find it. Maybe I'll probably post it. But I actually went through. I spent like 3 hours going through Instagram and TikTok and stuff, and I was looking for people that had. Like, they really did really good job on their costume. Like, what I would consider good. Now, other people might be like, hey, that sucks. But I thought they were good. And here, I'm going to go ahead and share them with everybody right quick.
My bandages are falling off. Everybody panic.
Hey, guys.
So we have like this. I mean, for Aurora Singh, she did a great job on that costume. The gun is cool. Everything. I mean, it's a great costume. Even, both of the costumes is good, but I just think that she shouldn't have had the face mask on, but whatever. But she did a great job on that costume. What y'all think? Y'all think she did a
Did
good
she
job on
think
that
it's
shave her
costume?
head for
gorgeous.
it? Like, she went all out, it
Oh,
looks like.
I've got a feeling that's a bold cap and a wig, but a very good
Oh.
bold cap.
Yeah.
Also, I have huge
Yeah,
respect for
probably.
these prop makers. I like Kyle, this is not the signal. My blaster was 3D printed and I glued it together myself, and that's the most I have ever constructed a weapon. That's it.
Look at how detailed her gun is, though. That's like crazy.
I know. It's incredible. Just for our viewers, I do believe CJ's had to disappear. He's unfortunately stuck at work today, so he may be back, he may not.
Well, we'll see. Hopefully he comes back. But
Hopefully.
this was kind
He's
of
going to give me
it wasn't last minute, but it was. We've been planning on trying to do live for like a month, but he just got stuck. Somebody quit at his job, so he wasn't able to. He had to go to work today, so that's life.
Yeah.
let's
But
see.
yes, a huge shout out to Ashla's Workshop. I follow them, and I've followed them for ages. Oh,
You do
so
not know how many
talented.
people I followed going through this. Like, I did not know cosplay was like this big. There's so many great
You have
cosplayers
no
out there. I was
idea.
like, damn. Like the
I
level of detail, like this next dude.
I think that lockdown's been a huge incentive for people to suddenly go, you know what? If I can't sew, I'm going to learn to sew. If I can't 3D print, I'm going to learn how to do that. It's the level of creativity and excellence that's being brought out of the cosplay community is sensational. Is that Cad
Whoa.
Bane?
Yeah, that's Cad Bane.
I
Ooh.
like that one.
So Rural
Zoom
Farm Boy
in.
said, got a question for y'all.
Oh.
What armor cosplay would each of y'all like to do? What armor cosplay?
Are you
Is that
talking
like
like Mando,
a stormtrooper or
Trooper?
something?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like Stormtrooper, Mandalorian, like
Bro, Mando.
I'd be a Praetorian Guard. They're sick.
Praetorian
big-
Guard, huh?
The big red ones from The Last Jedi.
Yeah,
yeah. Mwah. Oh.
Yeah, I think I would too. Yeah, I would definitely. I think that's my favorite.
But also like Mando with the full Beskar. Oh.
Yeah,
I've
dude,
seen
I think
I've seen
Mando.
quite a few cosplayers who have perfected making Beskar in inverted commas using like 3D printing and sanding.
So CJ just messaged us and said that he's sorry everybody. He wanted to go longer, but his boss needed him to go do some stuff. But yeah, I don't know. There's so many different costumes that just are just great. That would be just awesome to be.
Thanks for your question, Rural Fanboy. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, we do. But this Cad Bane right here,
Ooh.
dope. This dude put
That's
in
dope.
some work
I like
on
it.
that costume. Look at the detail in the vest and stuff, in the shirt and everything. There is some massive detail in there. Like that is like super cool. I was like, dang man, I followed all these people just to let everybody know I followed y'all. Anybody watching from Instagram and stuff, I followed everybody. I follow so many. I think I follow like 100 cosplayers, and like I don't follow that many cosplayers normally. But I was like, dude, this is dope. Let's see, what do we got next here? Now,
Oh,
okay,
my fave.
this Harrison Dula, there's a lot of them out there, and there's some really good ones. But the reason I picked her over everybody else, because her head tails are perfect. They don't look like paper mache. A lot of the other ones, they kind of look paper mache-ish, or, they got like wrinkles and stuff in there. Like, look how smooth those are. I was like, dude, you know how much time it took for her to be able to do that? That's crazy. Like how smooth and just perfect them things are. Like, I was like, wow. I was, it really made me like, I didn't understand the detail of work that people put in. I mean, I just kind of threw I put some paint on my stuff and just, I didn't really work hard on my cosplay. I was just trying to, I think I did it like I pieced it together, but I like actually put it like all together and painted and did everything I needed to do in like a weekend. So it wasn't like I put like that much detail. You know how long it would take to make that? To make them head tails? Look how perfect they are. They're so smooth.
I am guessing
legit.
that they are silicone. Would be my best guess for that sort of smoothness and that real sort of neat edges. And yeah,
That's crazy.
the time and the money that these people put in, it's
money.
it's so commendable. The money.
Harrison is like, the money. Yeah, there's a lot of money to do that.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh,
This, I was like, dude, I actually sent this dude a message like, hey, man, like that. I think that's one of the dopest costumes I've ever seen. Look at how detailed that is.
Yeah, that's legit.
That is crazy detailed. Like, so detailed. Like he looks like he should, he might have took this picture off the movie. I actually went on there and double checked his stuff. I went on there and double checked all the all the other pictures to see if he had more than one. Did you steal this off the movie? Like, I had to double check because I was like, this looked like some real ILM costume type stuff. Like, I was like, wow. But yeah, no, that's it. That's his.
No, that's pretty legit.
Yeah, that's super legit. Look, even the
Wow.
hands. Even they did the hands and everything. Like, you see a lot of people in costume, but then you see their regular hands. And it's like, dude, that don't make no sense. Your hands is not going to look like that. There's a lot of people. There's a dude on there that did a what is it called? What's the robot that they burn the bottom of his feet?
Oh,
Oh,
the
a gonk
gonk droid.
droid.
Gonk droid, yeah. The gonk droid. This dude literally just took and put on a cardboard box and painted squares on it and stuff. And that was it. I was like, what the hell? You didn't put no work into that one. Good try, but you didn't put no work. Now, there you go.
Oh,
My favorite character, Darth Bane. And that mask is crazy. Like, you know
That's
how
huge,
long it
though.
had to take to make that thing?
Yeah.
Even if he 3D printed it, that's a lot of detail. And
I
he got
also-
all like the whatever they're called, what are they called? The damn orbalisks. The orbalisk armor on him. I was like, dude, that's pretty dope. You put some time and some money into that to make that one.
The girl behind him did good too. Look at that.
I was
Her
going to
whole
say
hair
that's
thing?
that's an exceptional Padme in the background. Damn,
Yeah.
that
I was like,
headpiece
whoa.
and everything.
Oh, there's a lot of good Padmes. But the
Oh.
problem is, and I got to give props to all the women out there. Some of y'all a little bit X-rated in your pictures. It's really fun to look at them. But at the same time, you know, hey, Star Wars is supposed to be kid-friendly, and ain't wasn't none of that kid-friendly. It was
Star
a lot
Wars
of like,
After
whoa.
Dark.
Oh, yeah.
Bro, I'd be okay if they made some like R-rated Star Wars.
I'm
I
sure
would
you
like that.
would,
They made already
Garrison.
Star Wars too.
Not for what Kyle's talking about. I'm talking about for the action.
Yeah, action-wise, I think that they would really do good.
I'm going to steal the spotlight for 2 seconds to correct myself on an earlier point. Cosplay, the word cosplay, was coined in 1984, and it came out of the first World Science Fiction Convention held in New York City in 1939. So it's actually been
1939, that's the
around
year my
for a
dad was born.
really long time.
Dang.
And now
Yeah,
I just
droid.
spent all my money.
So Royal Farm Bar put in droid cosplay as some of the best. There was some good droid cosplay that I seen on Instagram and TikTok. Like, wow, that's pretty good.
Small
I feel like
children
that's
dressed as BB-8,
art.
brilliant.
Small children dressed as anything is cool. They just look
Have
so
you-
cute.
you're
like,
telling
especially
me-
when they be like baby Chewbacca's and stuff. They just all
You've never been to a convention and seen a small child dressed as BB-8, brilliant.
No.
Yeah, I have.
Small
How do they
children
do
dressed
that?
as
They just roll
Ewoks?
around?
No, it's one of those like inflatable suits where they've got their little hands and legs sticking out.
Oh,
Well, there's a
okay.
lady around the corner from my house, and she has like her whole front yard is like all the she's setting up for Halloween, and she has like this giant. This thing's like 20 feet tall, BB-8 in her front yard, blow up BB-8 in her front yard.
No
Like,
way.
wow, this is crazy. I can't find a Star Wars fan to save my life in this city, but I got one down the street, and this lady puts up a giant. But she's like 90, so I don't think she can help me in any short films or anything like that.
To our
This-
viewers, if anyone knows how to make me like a full-scale working BB-8, hit me up. Hit me up.
Yeah, you can send me one too. This costume is phenomenal. The detail.
Queen,
I'm not even
queen,
talking about
queen.
like her headdress part. I'm not even talking about up here. Look at the robe. Look at how detailed this robe is. That is phenomenal. Have you ever did face paint, Charlie? Like,
No, unfortunately, I'm a bit of a soft baby. I've got very sensitive skin. Um, so I have to stay a human color rather than, but I would love to do Ahsoka. I'd love to do Shakti. Oh my goodness.
there is, I mean, you know the level of detail and how long it would take for you to like put all that on. Like if you
Yeah.
think about it, like I've working in the industry for a little bit, I've seen like people getting ready, and like 8-9 hours are sitting there getting in costume
Yep.
to do like a 2-minute scene.
Yep.
It's nuts. Like you're really only on scene for like 2 minutes, and they film maybe 4 hours of video, but you literally spent 8 to 12 hours in makeup. That's just like when you watch some of the documentaries, which we're gonna do that. We're gonna watch some of the documentaries on the show. We're gonna do live stream some of the documentaries and talk about them. And to look at the detail level that it comes with getting ready for a character like
Bro.
Darth Maul, it was like 12 hours or something. I think it said.
It's got to be so uncomfortable.
Just
Yep.
sitting there and hot.
Like in high school, I was in like musicals, right? So you had to wear makeup for that. Hey, no, we don't talk about that. This is just for the sake of the of this conversation. But I had to put like makeup on, right, so they can see you on stage. Just that little bit of makeup, like I wanted to die. It's so uncomfortable.
Hmm.
So imagine what they're going through for that. That's insane.
Yeah, super insane. Because like the time limits that they talk about that it takes to get ready, I was just like blown away. Like, really, you have to sit there for all that time, sit still, get ready,
It's mad.
and then after you get ready, you have to like literally go do this scene for just a little bit of time, and then they take it all back off, and then you got to do it again the next day. That has to be the most tedious thing. I would hate to be a character in Star Wars that I had to put on a like Darth Maul, where you got to paint like my entire body, or paint my face and put all that stuff on. That would be just crazy. Because just imagine how long it took her hands, her neckline, putting all that makeup on, and just getting everything set up, putting on the head tails, getting everything done. That got to be just so time consuming. I give a shout out to all cosplayers that use like a grip of makeup like this.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Oh,
That is a dope. Like, that dude really looks like newcomer, right? Like, that mask is amazing. Look at the detail in the eyes.
Yeah, that's insane.
It's almost too good.
That's why I said
Yeah,
some
it
of these
looks
people
like
I had to go look at I seen the picture and I'd have to click on it and go look to see if they have multiple pictures in different locations and stuff. I'm like, dude, you took that off the movie. That's too realistic. That's too real to be.
Yeah, who did you buy
some
this off
cosplay?
of?
That's some professional stuff.
So, you know who I really feel for? I don't know how much time you guys have spent actually looking at Darth Vader's like full outfit. Everything is leather. It's leather trousers, a leather like top, like a long sleeve leather top, leather gloves, leather boots, a leather neck wrap. And then you've got armor on top of that. You've got an incredibly thick and really, really heavy cape. You've got lifts in the boots, I think, as well. And you've got all the packs and the fans and the lights and the speakers. And this costume, if I'm putting time and effort in, it takes me maybe about 2 hours to get ready, including hair, makeup, and finishing touches. I'm hot and sweating by about an hour of walking around. And I want to quit. I want to go home. I want to get out of it.
Yeah.
But I cannot imagine these people, particularly sort of like the 501st and the Rebel Legion especially. It's these 5, 6, 7 hour long troops. And massive respect, really honest, massive respect.
For me to get into like hardcore cosplay, Star Wars needs to come up with like just a shirtless guy. Like I can do that. You know what I mean?
Be the Luke Skywalker from the original poster with the flowing shirt.
It's like ripped open. He's holding it up. That's it. That's the one. That'd probably be the one I go with. But some of these are just a lot. Dang, like that takes some dedication, man.
So Nick said, I've only done cosplay the once as Qui-Gon. I can imagine Qui-Gon being kind of, I don't think it would be that hard to get dressed up as him, but his cloak, if you remember in the movies, his cloak and his Jedi robe,
it's wool.
Looks
like wool, yeah.
It's thick wool.
They just look
like
hot and
wool.
thick and just terrible.
Also, the other trick with the Jedi robes, as you can probably see with me, because I'm sort of moving around a bit, these tabards, nothing stays. Everything is always out of place. And things like Qui-Gon, Obi-Wan, and Anakin, it requires that precision, that immaculate, clean, straight, and keeping that going whilst you're walking around a con and... Too much. Why do I do this to myself? It's been 2 years. What am I doing? It's not cosplay, it's torture. No, really.
Hey, M. Bishop 1977, which is probably Mark for everybody that doesn't know, Mark used to be one of the members of the thing. He just said, GL guys, great job rocking out.
Thanks, Mark. Appreciate it.
Yeah, but that just, it's a lot of work. I mean, I haven't dressed up and went to any Comic-Cons or anything like that, so I can't imagine being in this thing for like hours. Like, I dress up, I get all dressed up, shoot like 20 minutes of video, and then take it all off, and then I just rip the pictures off the video. It's too hard. It's too hard.
Is that King Plo Koon I see?
Yes, and this thing, and
Woo.
this is dope. And all his pictures on his page. If you go to Hey Tyler Cosplay he's on Instagram. All of his pictures is in this costume. Like he has a bunch of pictures on it. I don't think there was any pictures other than this of him in this costume. This costume is crazy. This was just the dopest one I seen because I like him using the Force. But look at the detail in that mask.
I
Yeah.
am not following enough of these people. Damn, I am missing out.
Dude, there's so many cosplayers. Like when I put up, so I went on Instagram and I put in Star Wars Cosplay, and it's like, dude, I think there was like 140,000 posts or something crazy like that. I don't even remember. It was a lot. And I was like, dang, man, that's how many people are putting up cosplay. And that was just on Instagram. I didn't even look to see how many it was on TikTok. Because I know there's a crap ton on TikTok. There's like so many on TikTok. But I was just looking at like the overall detail of this, and I'm like, and then how they put the special effects in and made the lightsaber actually look like a lightsaber. It's just not a stick with a glowing light in it. And then using the Force, I was like, dude, this is some good artwork. And this is somebody that they know how to do a little bit of production. It looked really good. Now, the one thing I didn't like about this picture is the big black fingernail right in the middle, and then the rest of the fingernails aren't. Like, I didn't get that. Like, why do you got this one big black one right in the middle? And none of the other ones they're not really matching. But, I mean, overall, the costume is great. I mean, that's next level. Like, like, looking at all these pictures and stuff, it made me look bad. Like I didn't put in no work on my costume.
Same.
Like,
Absolutely puts me to shame.
This is like really, really dope.
Shame on you guys. I spent hours last night trying to grow this beard. You know how long
I
it
think
took me
you
to
did a
grow this
wonderful
beard?
job.
You wield the beard by the Force.
Yeah.
Grow.
I'll be honest.
Grow.
It is giving me Obi-Wan Clone Wars TV series.
That would be so dope. That would be so dope. Oh, and that's another thing we got to do. We got to do that one episode. We got to go through and look at some of these fan films. There is some dope fan films.
Oh, man.
Yes.
There are some really good fan films that were made on YouTube. Some of them is like, all right, you guys went totally left field. I don't even understand what's going on. But most of them
Like The
are
Last
really,
Jedi.
really good.
What?
No, not today.
Okay, sorry.
See, Dylan in the chat understands my problem. He said, definitely ran into the heating problems at my last con. My Jedi tablets were constantly out of place and the robe was so hot I had to take it off multiple times and chug water. Me too.
How does the
Me
color
too.
not change from like light brown to like just dripping black? Like just
Sweating.
because all the water.
I wonder how many people like passed out from heat stroke wearing cosplay. We should look that up and find
So
out.
many.
Like somebody just had a heat stroke and just dropped in the middle of a Comic-Con or a Star Wars celebration or something because they had this giant hot outfit on.
I think this is why,
Whoa.
like we can see here, there are some more skimpy cosplay options.
Yeah.
Damn.
I like the art. So I looked at a lot of these of Darth talent because when she came up, I looked at a bunch of other ones. And to put on all the markings,
Yeah.
because technically them are tattoos, or are they tattoos? Or are they like natural? No,
I think they're natural. I think they're natural markings
Are
for
they
that
natural?
species.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna have to look that up. But just to put all that detail, I mean, they did her legs, they did, all of that detail to go in there. And that's crazy. You know how hard that would be, how long that would take? I was like, oh God, that had to be just tedious.
Yeah. That's insane.
Is that a metal bodice? Or at
Yeah,
least something that's designed to look like it's made of metal?
Yeah, I think it's designed to, well, I don't know, it might
See,
be metal.
they need that for
It
guys,
didn't have
so I
a
don't have to wear a
description
whole
in the
lot.
thing of exactly how the costume was made. She
Again-
had like seven or eight pictures, I think she had on her cosplay of this outfit, of this one. She had a bunch of different stuff. This was our Star Wars stuff, but she had a bunch of Marvel stuff and other stuff. But I was looking at the detail because if you look at Darth Talon in like, some of the comic books, hers was metal and nobody else had the metal looking type. Everybody else was just wearing black, lingerie or something like that, corsets or stuff like that. Nobody had metal. She was the only person that I could find that had metal.
That's legit.
And I mean, that's that's some detail. That is some very, like, the amount of work. Like, look at her ears. Like, they actually did her ears right, and then the metal around it. Like, it was just, that's some detail. And then this picture was kind of blurry that when I took it off of the thing, but you can look at it and tell, like, dude, these people put in work on this mask. Like, you know how could you even hear anything? He don't have no ears. Like, people talking to you, you're like, what? Huh? What? What'd you say? Really?
That is extremely impressive. I'm guessing that's like a whole face prosthetic.
It got to be something, because you can't even like when you look at it, if you're looking at the eyes, they're kind of dark, but it doesn't look like, you know, like one of them rubber masks. It's like, you know, where you can just look at it and tell that it's a mask. Like, dude, you're just wearing a mask, you know? Like, it don't even, like, you could, I mean, it looks pretty good. And that's all I had.
That is incredible.
That was it.
Oh,
that's all the ones that I found.
Spoiled.
And I spent like 4 hours looking at, just looking up different cosplay stuff, because I was like, all right, we're going to do a show about cosplay. We got to give a shout out to some of the cosplayers that's out there that's really doing it. Really doing big things.
Is it mostly like you just kind of like make the costumes out of like random stuff, or are you just like spending a buttload of money?
It really depends. It really does depend on your level of sort of skill and how much sort of time you want to put in. There is nothing wrong with buying pre-made costumes at all. I see a lot of, here's the thing, cosplay suffers from elitism. I'm going to use this as a platform to talk about it. Let's go. Cosplay suffers massively from elitism. People thinking that costumes need to be perfect, they need to be screen accurate, you need to have the right body type, you need to be the right height, the right size, all of that. It doesn't matter. All cosplay is good cosplay. It is creativity. It is self-expression. I have never felt more myself and more comfortable than when I'm dressed like Rey. That costume, that character gives me strength. And yeah, my costume's not super accurate, but there are parts of it that are, and I think it's really nice to have that balance. People make things completely from scratch using craft foam, plastic, 3D printing, you name it, people can make things out of it. And also the thing is, because it's a community and it's an open online community, there's always space to learn. There is always somebody who's going to have an answer to your questions. There is always somebody to speak to about, well, how did you do that? But how did you do that?
Well, what I did when I started making my costume is I started looking at I was looking at YouTube videos.
Yeah.
And there's some people that, like, dude, they usually make full Jedi robes out of sheets. There's some old sheets, and you could not tell that was not like the real Jedi robe that a Jedi would be wearing. It's like so close to perfect, and it was literally made out of some sheets.
There's a guy in America who has made an entire Iron Man costume out of cardboard. It works, it lights up, it moves.
Dang.
Mad. Absolutely mad.
Royal Farm Boy says, highly agree with you, Miss Charlie. All cosplay
yes.
is good stuff, no matter the level.
Thank you.
But that's just that. I think that's just people in general. You know, for some reason, it's the flashy car. Who got the best car? Who pays the most for the car?
Exactly. This is what comes.
Gets the most, gets the biggest reputation because they got the most expensive stuff. And it flows over into cosplay and Star Wars stuff because, you look at some of these, like, people post pictures of their bedrooms and stuff like that, and they got their Star Wars caves, and they got, hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of toys and stuff like that, and they'll get like 150,000 million likes on Instagram and TikTok and stuff, and then you have other people that they have just as much stuff, just not as expensive or not as nice, and they'll literally get like 1,000 likes on their posts, and it's like, dude, they got way more stuff. It's just cheaper stuff. Why does it make a difference? Because this dude spent $30,000 on one of a kind, authentic, blah 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 blah, whatever it is. And I think that's not fair. I think if you're creative, no matter if it's a cardboard box or if it's a full headdress, as long as you put in the work and it was cool to you.
Yeah.
You think it was cool? There was a guy, literally, when I was going through the pictures, there's a guy that this dude dressed up like Princess, like Slave Leia. And it was a dude. He had the chain around his neck and everything, and it was a guy. I was like, dude, really? And he was at a Comic-Con. Like, dude, really? You went to Comic-Con dressed up as
Hell
this
yeah.
guy? You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, you really wore that? But, you know, I'm like, dude, be creative. If that's what you want to do, do it. You know, it doesn't matter. Screw what everybody else thinks. Have fun. The whole part of Star Wars is about having fun.
Exactly.
And if cosplay is something you want to get in and you want to have fun, because like I made my outfit because I seen so many people doing it. I'm like, dude, these people are having so much fun. I want to do
That's it.
that. My
It's
problem is
so
I don't have
fun.
nobody to do it with, so it kind of sucks. Because, you know, I'm like, I swear there's like no Star Wars fan in this whole city I live in. Like, I can't find none of them. But just have fun and make it your own.
If it means something to you and it makes you happy, screw what everybody else has to say. Absolutely screw it. Have fun. I have met, through Star Wars and through cosplay, I have met such an incredible network of people, and I am so loved and I have so much support behind me, and I am so grateful that I'm able to do something that brings me so much joy. Genuinely, nothing makes me happier than going to an event and having a little girl run up to me and go, Ray, Ray. For them, it's real. Make the magic for the people around you, and it fills you up. It's the best. Absolutely the best. Although I have been studying cosplay, I had a mum come up to me and go, "Oh my god, are you Princess Leia?"
Oh wow.
And I said, "No, I'm Rey, like on the poster over there." And she went, "Oh, bit like Princess Leia then," and just walked off.
She probably hadn't seen the sequels, and that's okay.
You know, that's fair.
Yeah.
I also had an 8-year-old boy come up to me and tell me that lightsabers aren't real, Star Wars isn't real, and just walked off. And I was like, right, that's it. I quit. If it's not real, I don't want it.
How old was he? He was 8?
Yeah, about 8.
That's a bold little 8-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
How can well,
he's like, I can still hit you with it. Watch.
Kids have no filters at all whatsoever.
No.
Kids just randomly say something. And be like, what? What'd you just say? They don't have they don't have no filters. They just say what they want to say. I was doing a voice thing, and there was actually another kid actor there, and he came up and said, "You don't sound like that character." Like, dude, the character is like not a character. You know what I'm saying? Like, until I do the character, it's not even a character. So how you gonna tell me I don't sound like a character that's not even in existence shit? Like, that don't make no sense. But that's just the way things go.
Oh.
Yeah, dude. Dylan said kids are mean, and yeah, dude, kids are mean.
Kids
Remember the
are
little kids on
mean.
Tatooine
Yeah.
making fun of Anakin? Flip.
Well, I mean, they should have been making fun of him, but I bet you he got them all back later on in life when he turned into Darth Vader and cut him down.
I don't think any of us have recovered from Order 66, have we? I think it still haunts me.
I have nightmares about Order 66. The only problem is on my nightmare, I'm the villain. I'm Darth Vader cutting everybody down. I'm the Inquisitor, dude.
That doesn't sound like a
I'm not the
nightmare.
good
That sounds
guy.
like a dream. Sounds like paradise. I'm just kidding.
On that note
I'm
of
kidding.
pure violence, is it time?
Yep,
It's time.
it's time. It's time.
The Alternate News and Rumors.
Okay, so who wants to go first? If nobody wants to go first, I will.
You go first.
So there's been a lot of talk. I think the biggest news right now is the Lucy Lawless, Cara Dune stuff that's going on. So basically, Lucy, I guess, was brought up as a replacement for Gina to play Cara Dune. But Lucy is actually saying in several different posts and a couple interviews that she did that the fans have kind of put a kibosh to that. Now, I don't know if this is like actual factual stuff or if it's, just rumors going around, but the articles that I read basically said that that's what Lucy had said. That, like, you guys got to stop saying that y'all want Gina to be Cara Dune because they're not letting her come back and y'all are hindering me from being able to get that spot.
Yeah.
So we kind of have to sit back and see what's going to happen with that. When it first popped up, I think I seen it on Monday, and I was like, oh, I know that Lucy wants to be a part of Star Wars. She's been pushing to be a part of Star Wars, and this would give her the opportunity to do that. So, I mean, I know as fans, we all want Gina, but Gina's.
I mean,
she
I
screwed the
don't
pooch.
want
She
Gina.
messed it up.
I'll put that out there. I don't want her. She can go. She can leave. Go. Goodbye. Also, doesn't Lucy Lawless look an awful lot like Gina Carano? Aren't they very, very similar?
I don't know.
Well, I think that's why she was picked, because they look a lot alike. So they was like, it wouldn't be too hard.
It's actually quite spooky.
What's her last name? Lucy what?
Lucy Lawless.
Lawless. Okay.
Come on, what have you been doing, Garrison? You're supposed to be up on top of this. You're supposed to know about
I
it.
was going to say, I've been on the quiz
I
this
just want to
week.
see her picture. She's kind of similar.
Oh, Garrison,
yeah,
always
she's
the
kinda close.
critic.
She's kind of close. But yeah, I thought that was pretty generous. Okay, considering my George Lucas costume, saying that's pretty good. I think that's.
Is there anything else from you, Kyle?
And then I didn't get a chance to read this. It was only posted 6 hours ago, and I had been working on trying to get everything ready for this. But I guess Daniel Craig reveals how he landed a Star Wars role.
That's what I was gonna talk about. I flipping love Daniel Craig.
I just seen it, but I didn't know that. I didn't even know he had landed a Star Wars role.
No, so what he's talking about is he made a short little cameo in, I believe, it was The Force Awakens.
You will
where he
untie
was a
these
stormtrooper.
restraints.
Yeah.
Leave
he was
this
like
room.
a stormtrooper.
So he played the stormtrooper.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is my thing. When people say I played in Star Wars, but you was a stormtrooper or you was something like that, like, wait a minute.
Yeah, it was.
Like-
I think it was
like,
more
you
like a
didn't
little
play it, we
cameo. It was
didn't
the
even
fact
see
that
you.
yeah,
You know what
it
I'm
was the
saying?
fact that it was like Daniel Craig in the stormtrooper costume that was like a big deal.
Also,
I would love to see him as like a Jedi because I love Daniel Craig.
that
Which
stormtrooper's
don't get me
designation
wrong, Disney,
number.
if you want to put me in a Star Wars movie, I will be a stormtrooper. I
That
will
storm.
be a droid if you want me to. I don't care.
Daniel Craig's
I'll be a dead
stormtrooper
youngling.
number was 007 as well, which I thought was quite cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was super cool.
So that's all I had.
Garrison.
Oh, that was all. I just wanted to talk about the Daniel Craig thing because I think Daniel Craig is awesome. He's like one of my favorites.
I think I've got a few bits. Little bit, sort of a kind of blending of two universes. The latest episode of What If was released on Wednesday, if you guys have been watching that. And there's a section with some reality smashing. And one of those realities appears to be Mustafar.
Ooh.
Eagle-eyed viewers have taken some screenshots and done some comparing, and it appears to be that Mustafar exists within the Marvel the Marvel universe.
So, okay, wait a minute. So
That
Marvel,
means-
Marvel stole Mustafar from Star Wars? Is that what we're saying?
I don't quite
No.
know, but
We could see Thanos and Darth Vader face off,
oh,
and Darth
who
Vader
would
take his
win?
help.
Who would win?
Well, Vader
Darth
would lose.
Vader.
Vader would
Straight
die.
up.
Vader would win. Get
Yeah,
out
but,
of here.
talking about?
yeah, but
Vader would get
Thanos
killed.
with the Infinity Stones, surely.
I find your lack of faith
Okay.
disturbing.
You find my lack.
Okay. Now, honestly, it depends. Now, if he has the gauntlet and
Darth Vader
Vader
could just
just
crush
has
the gauntlet
the
with
Force and the lightsaber,
Yeah.
and no, Thanos will lose. Because he can just rewind time, know what he's going to do, and just, it's bad. He can snap his finger, he just disappears. So, yeah, no. Just depends. You got to think about contents. You got to think about the context of the situation.
Darth Vader.
I
I ain't no traitor.
You ain't no traitor. My second piece of news is that everybody's favorite Disney money pit, Galactic Star Cruiser, will officially open on the 1st of March 2022. So get saving, guys.
Yeah.
Come on. We've got
So,
a whole trip
Fans,
and
if you
report
want
to do.
to help us go and we'll do
Yeah.
a live stream there, send us money.
Yep.
I'm just kidding.
Yep, please. Please.
So now they're
Please.
saying, I'm like reading right on here on the page. It says, want to stay in Disney Star Wars Hotel for 2 nights, $5,000, please. So now they dropped it $1,000. Now it's $5,000.
He's like,
Yeah,
you want to stay?
Oh.
no
$5,000.
problem, man. We all got that. We can all swing that. No big deal.
There has been a new series released on Disney Plus, which I am thoroughly enjoying. It's called Star Wars Galaxy of Sounds.
Oh yeah.
It's so beautiful. I was discussing this aggressively with my boyfriend. What we think they've done is they've gone back into the original footage and deliberately selected the Foley art tracks. and remastered them. So we're hearing all of that kind of minor detail. I think there's one themed around hope, there's one themed around the dark side, the light side, droids, and it's these sort of kind of 7 to 8 minute ambient sound mixes. They're so interesting. You guys know how much I bang on about Foley art.
I only watched like the first two, I think, or maybe just the first one. And the sound that's coming out of it is excellent. The music, but even the visuals that they put in there are like extremely well done. Like, wow,
so gorgeous.
Yeah, we'll definitely have to come in and do a show about just talking about music and the Foley art and just the cinematic sounds in Star Wars, because there's so many wonderful. Like, I didn't know that there's like a whole soundtrack of Star Wars music that was never put in none of the movies that you can actually purchase. You can go on, I think it's on Disney.com. You can buy the soundtrack for Star Wars, and there's a bunch of music that's not even in the movies. So I was like, wow. I didn't get that. Because I seen it, what was it, like 2 weeks ago, I think?
Beautiful.
2 or 3 weeks ago.
I think my most exciting piece of news, finally, a George Lucas action figure has been made. It's one of the Hasbro 3.75. Yes, there we go. One of the Hasbro 3.75 card backed. And he's in a Stormtrooper outfit, and I think it's absolutely adorable, and I will be purchasing one immediately.
So Sydney says, I am at work, but I'm here.
Hi, Sydney. Thank you, babe. Oh, bless her. That's my girlfriend, ladies and gentlemen. Bless her.
And then Dylan said a little bit ago, and we didn't get to it, but he says, I work with kids, and they are unfortunately say some of the most savage things ever. And
there's nothing like being roasted by a child, just straight up.
Bro, I roast them back. I don't deal with that. I'm just kidding.
Oh. I had a child tell me that my hair was too red to be Rey, and I sort of just stood there and I was like, I could kick you halfway across this atrium. I'm not going to, but I could.
I think the reason Kyle has like dreams of being Darth Vader in Order 66 because some kids gave him some trauma or something.
Yeah.
Actually, my whole life, and it's messed up because as you get older, you learn things, and when you have your own kids, and then things happen to them. Because I was the bully in school. I was the bad guy. I always been the bad guy. And when I got older, I was like, damn, man, I was such a jerk. Man, I'm like, why did I do that to people? But I don't know. I think it's like me reliving my childhood because I have Star Wars and like picking on people in the same dream. Like
the two
it's like I'm reliving the childhood or something.
Continuing on to the topic of toys, especially as our dear CJ is not here, there's been another... Funko just don't stop, man. They just don't stop. There's been another huge Mandalorian drop. We've got Frog Lady, we've got Fennec Shand, we've got Luke holding Baby Yoda, we've got meditating Baby Yoda. We've also got a helmet.
They got the MILF lady on there.
The what?
I'm sorry?
Man, I like eating frogs. MILF.
Oh man, I like frogs. That's fair. That is absolutely fair.
MILF.
Oh, there's also a glow in the dark Mandalorian, which I need.
Glow in the dark Mandalorian?
Yeah.
Like that was one of the things that I didn't ever understand about the Mandalorian.
You really look like George. That's creepy.
Why did Mandalorian have like this silver, like shiny silver armor? Like, why didn't he paint it? Like, that is like the most non-camouflaged stuff ever. Like, everybody can see you. They can see you coming from 20 miles away.
If you're covered in Beskar, why would you not flex?
Yeah, but why you make it chrome? Like, why is it shiny silver? Like, dude, why wouldn't you put it like painted black or something so you can hide? You're like you're a bounty hunter, and you're like everybody can see you coming. Like, as soon as from a mile away, they can see you coming.
That's a fair point.
I didn't ever get that. Like, it's cool, it looked good, but I didn't get why they did that. It didn't make no sense to me.
I'm trying to think. Has there been anything else?
I don't have
News-wise,
anything
I
else.
didn't see anything. I mean, the Terrifying Tales is out, so I mean,
Yes, I haven't watched it yet. It's definitely on my list.
we're definitely gonna be doing a live stream on there. Probably,
Yeah.
we'll do it sometime this month, and we'll go through each one and just discuss how everything goes. Oh, before we get too far on, if anybody wants to send in their cosplay pictures, go ahead, send them in to us, and we'll give you a shout out on the show and show everybody your pictures. But I think that's like the biggest piece of news that there is just the Terrifying Tales that came out and the Cara Dune stuff.
Fair enough.
Because Cara Dune, like nobody actually, I know that they're already recording The Mandalorian season 3. So who's playing her in the series? They haven't.
I say just kill her off, dude.
Yeah,
That's what I
please
thought
just
that
kill
they
her
were
off.
gonna do, but-
Just kill her off. Unfortunately.
I mean, I liked her a
She
lot,
died.
but it's like, yeah, just kill her off. I mean, I never liked it when they threw a different actor in to play someone else's role. There's very few times we can
Yeah.
do that. Yeah, I think just kill her off. Although, if they were to like cast Luke Skywalker again, there is an actor who looks a lot like Mark Hamill that I think could pull it off.
Yeah. Are we talking Sebastian Stan by any chance?
I think that's his name.
Yes, he plays
Yes,
Bucky.
Sebastian Stan. Yes,
yeah,
yes.
he does look an awful
Yeah.
lot like young Mark Hamill.
I think he could pull off Luke Skywalker. But other than that, it's very rare that you can like have someone play someone else like that accurately.
There's not too many times in any series or in any movie or anything where they like try to replace an actor with a different actor, even if they resemble real closely that it worked out. They just don't have the same characters. Characters. Oh, you know what I mean. I can't say the word.
Yeah.
But
or James Bond. James Bond works.
We've got Rural Farm Boy in the chat asking if we're going to end the show with some of my impossible quiz questions.
Bro, why are you eager? Just relax.
You're telling me you don't want to sit and chill?
Yes. Why are you pushing for us to die?
Get our asses whooped.
I don't
He has
know.
all the questions somewhere. He's like hacked into Charlie's computer where he knows all the answers, and he's gonna.
Hey, that's not.
Who are you, Rural Farm Boy?
It's a mole. But yes,
But definitely put your answers into the chat. If you think you guys know the answers, and me and Garrison sitting here looking like idiots like most of the time, just go ahead on and put your answers in. And if you get it right, Charlie, just.
I'm also going to trust you guys as viewers to not do any sneaky Googling. We don't do sneaky Googling.
Yeah, we don't do Googling.
Yeah. Should I take off my
We'll know
beard
if
so
you're
I don't
Googling.
embarrass
If you get
George
15 out of 10 questions right, then we knew for a fact you was Googling. That's usually what Garrison does. Like, hey, wait a minute, hold up. Or CJ with perfect examples of the time. It was 3 minutes and 48 seconds. Wait a minute, hold up. That's kind of that's pretty good.
I do the LightSaber
exact second ratio.
I have not recovered from that, my dude. I really haven't. That was insane.
Like that
you were just
ridiculous. And Garrison be studying before the quiz. I swear Charlie sends him the questions and he goes and looks.
Bro, no. So I was pretty sure that it was going to be lightsaber themed before, so I studied what I could about lightsabers.
That's so sweet.
So is it that time?
But I still only
It is that time. It is.
Impossible quiz.
All right.
Ooh, right. I promise to take it slow this time. Question number 1 for our first ever live episode. What is Luke's nickname at Toshi Station?
What is Luke's nickname?
He has the nickname?
He does.
Flyboy.
No. Garrison?
Bro, I couldn't tell you. I have no idea.
Wow, what a
The kid
flying
that makes
start,
water.
ladies and gentlemen. Anybody in the chat? Anybody in the chat?
Luke Starkiller.
Luke Starkiller. That's a throwback to a few episodes ago.
Bro, it's
No.
worth a try.
The answer, his nickname is Wormy.
Wormy.
Wormy?
Yeah.
I never would have guessed that in a million years.
I wonder
Why?
how he got that name.
I'm maybe guessing because
Poor
he's
kid.
a little smaller and a bit scrawnier than the other boys.
Poor kid.
I was thinking of
Hey,
something
Mark
else,
got the
but
question right on Twitch. Thanks, Mark.
we know Mark
Cool.
is cheating. I'm joking.
we do.
I'm just playing with you, Mark. He's Googling.
Question-
Mark, you know you ain't allowed to Google. It's against the rules.
Question number 2. How many Wookiee languages are there?
3.
4.
Yes. Kyle, you get the point. You do.
Dang it.
Can you name any of them?
No, I cannot.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yes. There you go.
In is mumbling and grizzly gorilla talk in 3 different languages.
So there are 3 variations of Wookiee language. I'm going to absolutely butcher these. Are you ready? There's Shriwook, the Karen, and Axic.
I've
Those
never
are
heard
the
of any
3.
of those.
Yep.
I know there was 3 because
How do you
it's
know
in
this crap? What
The
the
Wookiee
crap?
Tales, which was a book that I read. Well, I listened to. I'm not gonna say I read it because I haven't read a book in a very long time, but I listened to a lot. And they brought up the 3 languages. I just couldn't remember what they were.
Yes, Dylan in the chat. You get the point. Congratulations. Question number 3. What metal is Captain Phasma's armor made from?
Oh, flip. I just saw this too.
Uh,
You have
Oh,
some time to
son of a-
think while chat catches up.
Is it Durasteel?
No.
No.
is this the same thing as Mandalorian armor?
No.
No, it's not Beskar.
Mark's
Come on.
right.
Far out.
Mark, you're looking up the answers.
For a bonus point, what other TV show mentions chromium? It's a crossover.
TV show.
Marvel?
No.
Oh. Worth a try.
Yes,
suck, dude.
Dylan. See? We need to
What?
get Dylan to come and join us because he's obviously way better prepared.
I don't know. I don't know the answer.
No, it's actually mentioned in Star Trek.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
You can't use answers that have to do with Star Trek. That's our arch enemy.
I'm sorry. That's cheating. I'm sorry. Question number 4. What foodstuff is directly responsible for the iconic and disgusting sound of Jabba the Hutt?
What food stuff?
Yeah.
Jell-O?
We are back on the topic of Foley art.
Is it Jello?
Jello? No.
Oatmeal.
Oh, no.
Wasn't it cream of wheat?
No. Don't actually
Pretty
know what that
close.
is. Oh, my buns are falling out. Can't say that on a live stream, can I? Oops. Everybody ignore that. Let me try again.
More sexy cosplay! I don't know. What is
You
it?
guys, anyone in the chat?
Bro,
It might
why
be
do I
that-
suck?
Why do
You
I
got
suck?
most of the questions right this season.
I ask myself that question every day, Garrison. The iconic sound of Jabba the Hutt being all slimy and disgusting is actually a bowl of melted cheese.
Oh, wow.
Disgusting.
Was it old and rotten looking like he is?
Mm-hmm.
It's all greenish.
Question.
It's a big ball of green cheese. Oh, there goes Jabba the Hutt right there.
Blue cheese. I like blue
No.
cheese though.
No.
I told y'all my story about Jabba the Hutt. Jabba the Hutt scared the hell out of me when I was a kid. I was petrified of Jabba the Hutt.
I think we definitely all had that one character that shit us up a little bit. Question number 5. What is Yoda's cane made from and what special properties does it hold?
Wood?
Wood. Yes.
Wood and it came from a tree. That's a special quality.
That's kind of repeating what I said, but in a slightly different order, so I'm not going to give you the point.
Willow.
Oh,
bark.
is it a tree on Kashyyyk?
No. I
Oh.
mean, I'm guessing, but also... So,
I don't
it
know.
is made of... It's made of gleamer. And this is the best bit. Yoda chews it, and it releases a sap which has natural pain relief properties and also aids in his meditation.
Yoda was
He's
getting high.
He's getting high.
It's a
Yoda is
weed.
getting lifted.
No wonder he's so wise.
Yeah.
No wonder he's talking backwards.
wonder what
He's
I
high out
wonder
of his
what-
mind. He's like,
Is it a hallucinogenic sap?
Yes.
I am not. He's
why he talks
so
backwards,
high
because
that
he
when
can't-
the
he can't think of the
when the
words
clone
fast
troopers
enough.
ask, "How high are you?" He's like, "Hi, how are you?" That's why he's talking backwards. He's stoned out of his mind.
I would also like to point out, I discovered this fact in a children's book. Don't know what
There
they're
you go.
teaching the kids these days. Chew on some tree and you'll be absolutely fine. Question number 6. Who are the Lost 20?
The last 20.
Yeah.
I've heard this before.
That's what you always say, Kyle. That's what you always say.
It's the last 20 is the 20 actors that didn't ever make it on the Star Wars movie. They're staying there for 7 years and never made it in the film.
Oh my god. No.
Fallen Jedi. Royal Farmer just got that one.
I would
Rural
say
Farm-
it's like
Is that right?
Jedis that
Close.
left, like just Jedis that are no longer Jedis or something. Like
Yes.
they got lost.
Yes.
Oh, okay, sure.
The
So what,
Lost
like
20.
the Jedi that just left the order?
It is the Lost 20 are the Jedi Masters, including Count Dooku, who quit, who actively chose to leave the Jedi Order.
Only
And,
20 of them?
They're remembered by a series of busts in the Jedi Temple. There's 20 of them in a big circle. And they were 20 Jedis that just pissed off.
Wow, I could
I
see that
understand.
because
Yeah.
they say they can't do the nasty and stuff like that. They can't have any fun. So like I'd be like, dude, this sucks, man. I don't want to be no Jedi.
But yeah, that's why I'm surprised it's only 20 of them. Like I would figure there's
should be
more.
Like 100, 1,000 over all time. Like that's a lot.
Yeah, like
You can
Like,
have
there's
the
gotta be way
ultimate.
more than 20. I think somebody miscounted that one.
You can have the ultimate power and the greatest power in the universe, but you can't touch a boob. Those are the rules.
You can't do anything.
That's
You
it.
can't- This is the Jedi code. You can be the Jedi. We will teach you to use the Force so well, but you can't ever have any fun ever. You got to be a monk forever. You can't have fun.
Oh my goodness. Question number 7. What is the name for a baby Ewok?
A baby Ewok.
Yeah.
Baby Ewok.
No.
Why baby Yoda works? So why can't
Rural
baby Ewok?
also rural farm boy. I'm afraid you've asked me a question out of my remit.
probably
Where?
Anakin,
Where?
yeah.
No. Mark got it right. They are called Woklings.
Walklings.
Woklings.
Now I know for a fact Mark is using Google right now. He done
Rural
got all
Farm
of
Boy
them
knew.
right.
Wow, we
All
really
the way you
suck.
get them
Rural
all
farm
right,
boy
and you know-
is on it.
You've
and
been
so
on the
is-
show, Mark. We know.
Question number 8. What unfortunate real life event inspired George Lucas to create the Geonosians?
What real life event?
What unfortunate real life event?
A play.
Ewoks are not a menace to society, Dylan. I will not have these
Like a
crimes
swarm
committed.
of bees attack or something.
That's a
Ooh.
good one, Dylan.
Someone was allergic
I would
to
have to
bees
say
and
the
swarm
plague,
bees.
the plague of locusts.
I am gonna. Oh, this is tough. So, I don't know who to give the point to because you guys were both pretty close. He suffered a termite infestation in his house, and he collected a bunch of them up into jars, brought them into the art department, showed them to the artist, and went, "This, please."
Oh wow.
Interesting.
Imagine
Wow.
9 a.m. on a Monday morning. George Lucas walks up to you and gives you a jar of termites.
Says,
This
"Hey,
man
bring
is
me some
crazy.
characters off of-" Hey, that's dope.
What?
That's when you know you're creative. You know when you're truly
Yep.
creative.
He's like,
is when you
"This,
can get
please."
creative off of anything.
That's
off
how
of
he came up with the Ewoks. He hit the neighbor's dog. This, please.
You just steal your neighbor's dog and bring it in. Here go, guys. Here you go, guys from ILM. I need this to be a character.
Bug.
Figure out a way to make this a character.
Give Bug
The
make
Porg,
character.
he had like his daughter's little dead hamsters, like this, please.
Why you have to be dead? Why couldn't he just be a hamster, a live hamster? Why you had to kill him?
I don't know.
What is wrong with you?
It sounds crazier that way.
Why are you like this? Question number 9. Can you name Jar Jar Binks' love interest?
His love interest?
Yeah.
Being clumsy.
He gets
Being
a
the
little
most hated
Himself?
character in Star Wars.
and a little bit.
His right hand.
His right hand.
Is he left
No.
handed or right handed? Whichever hand he is.
Playing away games.
Shira something?
No.
Oh, okay.
She's
I didn't
got.
know.
I'm
That's
gonna
the
be
only girl
honest.
that
I'm
I
gonna.
noticed in
I'm gonna
this.
roast her here. This is a bit of a boring name for a Gungan. Her name
Boo-boo.
is Julia of Bardotta.
What? That's a Grungan
She's a
name?
Gungan?
Yeah, she is a Gungan. If you
What
guys,
the
if you
hell?
guys look up Julia of
That's terrible.
Bardotta, Jar Jar
I'm not
has a
gonna
little
look this
snog in
up.
Clone Wars.
I do not want to look this up.
A little. I think there's even a GIF if you look hard enough.
Wow. I wonder if she's a Sith too, like Jar Jar.
They can
is
French
supposed to
kiss
be.
from across the room because remember he like shoots out his tongue in Phantom Menace. Blech.
That's terrible.
Please don't make me ugly laugh on the live. Okay. The last question. What are the 2 interesting properties of Gungan spit?
What? Okay, say that again.
Let's see some of that French kissing and we'll find out. Eh?
Okay, say the question again, because I didn't hear what you said.
The question, what are the 2 interesting properties of Gungan spit? Mark, you are wrong.
It's acid based, and it has.
You can breathe underwater.
Oh, Garrison, I'm going to give you a point for that because you're pretty close.
Oh, what?
Gungan spit is waterproof and strong as glue.
It's waterproof.
Yeah, it's
Hey,
waterproof.
how can a liquid be waterproof? I don't
So
get that.
I assume it's because they live underwater.
That's
They do
not good for
repairs.
his love interest if it's glue.
They must do like repairs to their underground homes, so their spit is waterproof to be able to go. That's
Yeah, but
my
that
theory.
That wouldn't work too good for the female part of the species.
Thank you so much for joining me through that wonderful impossible quiz.
Or the guy. What if her mouth got stuck to the guy?
Oh man.
Too far, too
Just
far,
glued
too
together.
far.
I
Wasn't
don't see
ready.
that being working out too well.
Oh boy. I'm glad spit is not.
Misa
sticky
don't
and
like
blue.
this conversation. Misa no jizz, no jizz. Nick, please.
What? No jizz?
Every week we're all farm boy. I think we're doing lives every week
Yeah,
from
we're
now
going
on,
live
right, guys?
every week.
Yep. Every week, Saturday at the same time.
Yep. Hopefully Charlie or CJ won't be at work next time.
Oh,
Yeah,
bless
'cause-
him. I'm so sad he wasn't able to join us. He'd have loved these questions.
Yeah, he would have.
We're talking like he's dead. What the
Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
he's like, he would have. He was a good kid.
Oh god.
He was a good man.
She's like popping her Capri Sun. Cheers.
It's not a Capri Sun, it's a portion pouch. That's what it is.
What's a portion pouch?
Hey,
In
have y'all
character,
seen where they pour
Garrison, in
alcohol into those
character.
things and reseal them with a flat iron? Have you seen? I know y'all seen them Instagram and TikTok
Yes.
videos where they cut the tops off and then they pour alcohol in them and then they seal it with a flat iron, a curling iron.
Yeah.
Oh, she's going full.
ready to
She's
take
going
off.
full outfit.
I am going full outfit. Especially as I think it's nearly time to say goodbye.
Yeah, it's nearly time because I have to get off of this. I got to get out this hot costume. I'm freaking dying. I'm like sweating. My sweat is sweating right now. It's so hot in here. My sweat is yelling out, turn on the air conditioner, it's hot. It is. I'm super duper hot.
This has been ridiculous amounts of fun. I have really enjoyed this. I don't know, why was I nervous? Why was I nervous?
World Fine Boy said, if you would like a moderator, I volunteer.
Oh, appreciate it.
Let's see what else we got.
Oh my goodness, that's too hot. I give up. I was going to wear it to say goodbye. But
this
it's
is just
too
the
warm.
first episode, and some of the other episodes we're going to invite more people to come in.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
be a part of the show. That's one of the things that we want to do. We want to get everybody. We want to get the fans involved. We want to get everybody involved and just have a lot more fun. That's our ultimate goal, is to just have like just a giant fun time with the fans and with everybody in Star Wars. Oh, and next week, Radical Art Studios, Rad from Radical Art Studios will be on the show. He is the one that created our logo, and he's going to come show us some dope Star Wars art.
Nice. That is right up my alley. Finally, I get to use my art degree. Let's go.
You got an art degree?
Yeah.
You got a good degree. I got a sucky degree. My degree's in sociology. I just know how to be stupid. I don't know, like tell if somebody is crazy or not.
At least you have one. I'm
is
still
it
in
like
the process.
advantages that you like rip the sleeves off? You working on a degree. You're working on a good degree too. You're going to be an
Yeah, you are working on a brilliant degree.
Yes. Money. We're going to make some money.
World Fine Boy said they also hope that we get our Twitterverse sorted out. The thing about Twitter is I'm not a big Twitter person.
Neither am I. This is the thing. I'm not a huge...
I like Instagram and TikTok. I don't really mess with Twitter a whole lot. Twitter there's a lot of negativity on Twitter, so I don't use Twitter a whole lot.
I agree.
I'm sure we can figure something out.
Dylan, thanks a lot.
We'll be the light in the darkness.
I'm glad you're enjoying yourself.
I think this has been an absolute roaring success. I'll be honest. I hope everybody who's watching tunes in next week for more hijinks and mischief. And from the crew here at LightSaber Radio, be safe, be kind, and may the Force be with all of you.
May the Force
always.
be with you. Palpatine 2024.
Palpatine 2024.